Good afternoon. This is Tisha McDonald, and I'm supposed to be here live with my sister Tanika, Nikki, Naturally Yours. But we are having some kind of technical difficulty. Actually, what happened is my computer is cracked, and I was trying to come from my phone and get her in, but the code is not letting her in. So I decided that the show must go on. It's already 10 after 3. So I figured I would come on live and she can send me her comments and I will be able to read them. So let me just see if I can see her. Actually, Tanika, if you're on, I need you to comment so I can read them because I cannot be on Facebook while I'm on live now. So we keep getting questions about hair, skin, business, even though we've written 6 books. And so I just wanted to, I guess, bring it all together toward the end of the year, since this is the end of the year. And again, this is Tisha McDonald. Tanika is watching live. We're having my computer is broken. It's like cracked. I cannot come to you from my computer. So today I'm coming to you from my phone, and my sister could not get in. She's trying to get in through her computer, but it's not letting her. Here she is. She says she's here. So some of the beauty questions that we're still getting, and I'm going to just run the range. Tanika, I can see your comments. So if you want to just keep running them through, I'm here. Just put your 2 cents in and I'm ready. Um, so one of the questions we still continue to get is how often should we oil our hair? Or some people grease their hair. And because it's the winter months and the scalp gets itchy and dry, because the scalp, just like your skin, I mean, just, like the rest of your body is skin. And the cold comes in and it makes your scalp dry. So for me personally, I oil my scalp about twice, no more than 3 times a week. I don't, even though I use oil, I don't want it to get the buildup. I don't use grease on my hair, which brings me to another point, guys. One of my clients came to me and she said, Tisha, my boyfriend ran out of your gel and he has been using Vaseline to groom his locks. I just about died. So we'll get into that. But like I said, that one of the common questions now that it is winter, and I hope everybody was safe up here in the East Coast with the snow and all, how often should we oil our hair or grease our scalps or, and again, for me, I do it 2 to 3 times a week, and that's pretty much it. Tanika, if you want to comment below, how often do you do your hair? How often do you oil your scalp? Because like I said, it's part of your skin. So we also want to be careful on what we are using on our skin, not to clog our pores, to clog our skin up. We want to be careful on the things that we are using. So another thing I like for skincare, and now I'm going to go into a little bit of skincare. Ladies, if you go to the nail salon, men as well, what kind of oil? That's the question in the chat. What kind of oil? I use jojoba, vitamin E. Actually, my oil is made by Renee Bunn. She hand makes all my oils, and she adds a little essential oil in each of them. And there's some Moroccan oil in there. She uses the good stuff that I also sell at the salon. I don't use no coconut oil or no olive oil or anything like that. I find the coconut oil to be kind of hard, not hard, but too heavy. What was I saying? If you go for manicures and pedicures, now would be the time to get your paraffin wraps. That's old school. That's an old school thing. I don't even know if salons are still doing that, but it's a wax that you warm in a pot, and they put cream on your hands or on your feet. Then you dip it in the paraffin. They will put a plastic bag over your hands or over your feet. Let that sit for about 30 minutes, and it's like a deep conditioner for your hands. So when your hands come out of that paraffin and they take it off, you have a lot of moisture that's inside your hands. So that might be something that you might want to consider over these winter months, is getting a paraffin dip or a paraffin treatment in addition to your regular, because it helps for the cracked cuticles and such like that. And Tanika says she only oils her scalp once a week. And what do you use? So that was one of the questions was how often do we grease our scalp? And the next thing was, what can I do because my skin itself is so dry? And I know, like, my son was out the other day shoveling the snow, and I ran outside. I'm like, I don't think he has on gloves, you know, but he did. And I have a paraffin wax pot here at the house because I don't know if you guys know, but I am an esthetician by profession. All of my licenses are separate. I'm a nail technician first, licensed in New York State, and I'm a nail examiner in New York State. Then I went back for beauty, for esthetician, aesthetics and makeup, and that's a separate license. So I have two New York State licenses. And then when I came to Pennsylvania is when I got my full cosmetology license. And now I'm going to be licensed in Delaware. So, yeah, so the paraffin wax, that's the other thing that's question is, how do we keep up? And you know what I just bought the other day? Now I'm not big into naming things, but I did go and buy um Gold Bond. Gold Bond. I bought that for cracks, and it seems to be working pretty okay because my husband has very dry skin like right now at these times. And Tanika makes her own oils and she infuses them. And I love her oils. And you just got to get into it, guys. You just got to get into it. So Tanika, what is another question that you have been asked? Because I said what mine has been for right now. It's been the dryness of the skin and the oiling of the scalp. I know you make your herbal infused oils. I love them. So I'm here today. This is Tisha McDonald, Alternatives Beauty Studio. Tanika is sitting in the chat. My computer is cracked in half. I don't know what happened. It probably was from me traveling from Delaware to PA this weekend, and it was in my bag. And I don't know what happened. I really don't know. Um, so that's what's going on today. This is why I'm coming to you today from my cell phone as opposed to from my computer. And so I couldn't get Tanika in for some reason. It just wasn't working. All right. So what is another question that we have been getting asked? Um, I don't know. Tanika, any other questions that you have been getting asked? I'm just giving her a second to type it in. So I really haven't, I don't know what you guys are doing this week. My husband is out and about. Um, he said it's really crowded out there today. Um, business wise, um, what? Five steam treatments. Yes, this is the season. This is the season to get your steam treatments for your hair. Um, what is this? This is almost January. So you have January and February that you would like to get your steam treatments in. It penetrates through your follicles and the conditioners get right down to the shafts. It gets right down to the nitty gritty, a deep, deep conditioning. That's needed. I need it for my locks. My locks are pretty dry right now. And so I will be giving myself one probably after the holidays are done. I'll take a moment and I think I showed you guys me getting doing a steam treatment on myself, but that's very necessary. Even if you just do it one time for the season, one time is better than no times during this season. So I would really recommend twice the steam treatment. I may say January and February. And then in March, you just go back to your regular routine. You wouldn't need it as often. But with this dry weather, yes, a steam treatment is definitely needed. Thank you, Tanika, for putting that in there. What else do you have, Nikki? Uh, uh, you suggest it to your clients as well. Yes, I suggest it, and I have two that's faithful with their steam treatments. They get it every other week, and so I'm just like, okay, but they get wash, blow, flat iron. So let's talk about that for a little bit. They come every 2 weeks. They have no relaxer. They haven't had a relaxer in years, but they come every 2 weeks and they get a wash, blow, flat iron. I do not do what they call a silk press. To me, it's almost the same thing, but a silk press gets the hair straighter. I don't go as straight because it's not meant for your hair to be that straight. But that's my own personal opinion. So don't come for me in the comments, please. That's my own personal opinion. Um, so they get their steam treatments every 2 weeks without fail, because they know with the heat and the blow drying and everything like that that they need those conditioning treatments. Now, don't forget, guys, we have 6 books on Twinness, twinness.com. We have 6 books. One is on locks. One is on like how to take care of your shampoos and conditioning. One is on braiding and extensions. One is on skincare and makeup. So there's quite a few books on Twinness, and we would like to invite you to go look at that page and purchase the books, because a lot of those questions that we are getting asked can be found right in those books. And some things that I can't even go into or don't remember to go into are right there in those books. Those books are easy reads, downloadables, they're digital. So, and you could go back and read them over and over again. They're very quick, easy reads, but very informative. Just because you may think it's a small book, it gives you a lot of information because you have two of us giving you our opinions from two different sides. You have your North and your South, and just some things are just in general, because Tanika and I, we do things differently. And again, you're watching the Twinness, and I'm sorry that my twin is not on, but this is Tisha, and her name is Tanika or Niqi of Naturally Yours. You can also go to Amazon and purchase our books as well. You could type in our names if you want, and then the books come right up under our names. So there's so many options for you. You can even go to my website, alternativesbeauty.studio. The books are there as well. So you have many options on getting these books. Like I said, they're easy reads, and they don't cost you a lot at all. So I want to say thank you for joining us today. But I also want to say that we're excited about 2021. We have so many guests that's going to be coming. We have a lot of good stuff that's going to be here. I'm excited. Tanika's excited. And we just can't wait to bring you what we have in 2021. It is time to elevate, and 2020 has taught us that. So I'm just ready. I am just ready. Some things I said I might not do. I'm thinking I might go ahead and do it because I'm getting a lot of requests for that. Like I said earlier this year, I had a makeup line out and I stopped it, but I'll keep being asked, Tisha, when are you going to bring it back out? Because it really was a good makeup line. So, I don't know. Today I was supposed to be looking at a new space to have a salon here in Delaware. But we're going to push that back until after the holidays. That's what we decided. But I was supposed to be out there, but it would have conflicted with the Twinness. So I said, no, I can't make that today, because I had to be here with you guys. So I want to say thank you for watching again. And I hope everybody's getting their Christmas things together. If you celebrate Christmas, I don't know. And is there any other questions that you guys may have had? Mine were the two just basic dry skin, dry scalp questions. Nothing else major, just like Tanika said, was the steam treatment. But there has not been nothing bigger. But like I said, do not clog your pores with products in the hair. Yesterday I was doing a client and they use coconut oil, and I sat there with a towel just rubbing out products in the hair because it was too much. And so even though you wash it, oil is not easy to wash out. And coconut oil is very heavy. So I sat there and it took me extra time to do the hair because I had to now take a towel and rub out some of that oil and saturate some of that oil so we can kind of clean those locks up a little bit. Because that's the one thing that, people find is, oh, locks are dirty, but locks are not dirty. It depends on your maintenance and how you taking care of it and what you're putting in it. So my sister says she's been asked about the liquid coconut oil, and well, the coconut oil is going to turn to liquid if you heat it up as well, I'm saying. But they do now separate the coconut oil, so it's not the solidified and the liquid. They just take out the liquid part. So whatever works for you. That's what I say. Whatever works for you. I personally am not a coconut oil lover. Then you have others like this client who swears by the coconut oil. So to each his own, but I'm saying don't be too heavy handed with the oil. You know, one of my clients was like, she's going back to her sulfa 8. And so I'm like, all right, because her scalp was not only dry, but it was itchy. And she said, I'm going back old school. Sulfa 8 always worked for me. I'm going back to that. But she doesn't have a relax. She doesn't have locks. She has braids. Again, how often should we change our braids? I say 6 to 8 weeks. Take those braids out, give your hair a rest. The you're on break now. The college students are on break. You have your other students that's on break. And even right now, they're remote learning. So like my daughter, right now, she has kinky twist in, but we're going to take those kinky twists out and she's going to have them out for at least another 2, 3 weeks. She's not going to have anything on her hair because it needs a break and she needs a deep conditioning and she needs a trim. This is the time, guys, get that trim that you may need. Um, and don't be scared to get the trim. I mean, if it has to come off, it has to come off. We get stuck with um we want the length, but if it's not healthy, then we need to cut it so it can be healthy and then let it grow from there. So that's another thing I want to say, guys, is get your trims. And even me with the locks, I trim my locks. Matter of fact, I downright cut my locks. So don't be scared to get that trim if needed. Um, Again, you're watching the Twinist. I want to say thank you for joining today. I'm sorry that my sister's not online. I'm doing it from my phone because my computer is broken. I hope that you guys are almost finished with your Christmas shopping. I think Tanika and I, we will be coming to you again next week on Wednesday because Christmas Eve is on Thursday. So we will be live on Wednesday. At 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time and at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. We will be coming to you live next week, Wednesday. And what else is there? I really don't have anything else much for you guys. I just want to say thank you for tuning in again today. I'm sorry that my sister's not here. She is in the comments and she's been chatting with me since I've been on. And if you have any other questions, feel free to, I get it all the time anyway, inbox me. Any new business questions, any new business goals out right now? That's what I'm getting a lot of as well. Right now for me, I think because I'm home, um, I do want to start a home-based business. And I do things from home anyway. You guys already know that. So I'm going to just venture out a little bit more on that side. And I'm taking some classes, guys. And I'm going to be doing new things. And what are you going to be doing this next new year coming forward? Maybe we'll talk about that on Wednesday. Um, so I got things, Tanika and I, we have some great things coming up for you next year. Actually, we have a business meeting tomorrow evening, and we're going to get down and dirty, in depth, what we expect for 2021. What are we going to bring to you guys in the year 2021? We hope that y'all are here to take the ride with us. We plan to expand and grow this year, but that should be your goal every year, is to expand and grow. And so tomorrow we will be having our big business down and dirty. And if you guys haven't done that, try and plan out your year because you only can get better if you plan it out. If you don't plan it out, then you're going to stay in the same place you are right now or even worse. So we see that this pandemic has affected so many in positive ways and some in negative ways, but you see a big growth in business now because people have dug into their talents and now they're doing their thing. So for business on that end, Tisha, what are you doing new for next year? I can't tell you all of that, but I can say that I am, going to be starting some new things this year, taking it in a new direction. My sister says she has her paper, her pens, her whiteboards, and her calendar ready. Niqi, I think I need to go out and buy me a new calendar. I did buy my whiteboard and my corkboard, But I don't have my new calendar. How did I not think to do that? So, guys, get your stuff together, plan it out, write it out. Something I have never done, but it's always suggested that you put your plans right in front of you. I put my plans in a book, in paper and pen. I review them, but I don't have them in my face every day. And that's something different that I'm changing this year. I will be putting it in my face, and I do mark down my successes and what I did not do and to succeed for the prior year. So some of the things that I have done, like last year, this year is my 10th year in business. And so we planned out this hair show, and then COVID happened. Now I had already put out over $3,000 to go toward the venue and the posters and the etc. But it didn't happen. But I had already planned that. So did I plan it? Yes. Check mark. But COVID happened. So what happened? That was a loss. But that's okay because it's a business expense. So this year I am even becoming more financially literate because you can never learn too much. So on the business side, what am I doing? I am planning. We are planning. Tanika and I are planning together, and we're planning as well separately. And you have to write it down and make it happen. You have to write it down and make it happen. And how are you going to get there? Are you going to be up late nights, early mornings? What is going to be your routine? You need to write those things down so that you'll have a board. You'll have a routine in place. Because I'm good as an early morning person, so I want to get that stuff done early. But sometimes I'll sit up late. And so on the business side, think of what you would like to do. What are you? Some people say they don't have a passion, but you have something in you that you can do. And don't quit halfway through, Tanika says. Don't quit halfway through. And I find a lot of us do that. Sometimes I could be a procrastinator. I know sometimes I do busy myself with busybody work and I'm really not doing anything, but I'm making it seem as if I'm doing a lot. So let's not get caught up in that. Let's keep going. Let's push each other forward. Let's cheerlead for each other. And yeah, most most quit their New Year's resolution by the third month. This is why I don't make a New Year's resolution anymore. Either I have to start before or I have to start after. But but either way, I get Tanika saying after 3 months, you quit. Let's not quit. Let's keep it going. Let's push each other forward. Again, this is Twinness. This is Tisha McDonald, Alternatives Beauty Studio. Tanika's there in the chat. And I thank her for commenting and being here. Hopefully we get this computer resolved this week. I'm sorry that it is cracked, guys. It's cracked. So hopefully somebody got a sale going on and I can get it. A new one. I don't know how I did it, honestly. But I want to say thank you. We will see you Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check out Twinness. Check out the books, twinness.com. Check out the books, and I will see you then. We will see you then. Talk to you soon.